Hey folks, hope you're doing well today. Going to talk about this Babe Ruth that I found last month and show some pickups. This Ruth, if you saw my earlier video about it, I was at my parents' house. I think it was mine. I think it was probably mine. I put it there for safekeeping before I went somewhere for an extended period, and I forgot about it. It's an E121 Babe Ruth, part of the series of 80. It has Babe in the quotation marks. An interesting thing about the card is it has him as being with the New York Americans, but it still shows him in his Boston uniform. This was shortly after he was traded. So, sent this to PSA. I actually went on the Blowout forums and the Net54 forums and asked, do you think this would be authentic or a 1? Most people said probably a PSA 1. It sure enough came back a PSA 1. So I was very excited about that. After I posted it on the forums, someone reached out to me and asked if I was going to sell it, what my price would be for it, and I gave him a price. He thought it was a little high for a raw, so we both decided, well, I'll send it off to PSA, see, let them determine what it is, so there's no question about it, and we'll touch base when it gets back. So it got back. He reached out to me. He and I worked out a deal. So remember, this card is basically found for me. My parents gave it to me. My dad gave it to me probably 25 years ago. I had socked it away and forgotten about it till I visited my parents' house. My dad has since passed away. My mom's house in January. Found it in my sister's closet with a bunch of other cards. And I sold it. He and I negotiated a price. I won't tell you exactly because I don't know what his purpose is with it. I don't know if he's going to PC it or if he's going to try to resell it. If he tries to resell it, I hope he makes a little money off of it. I valued it based off of it was hard to come up with a valuation for it because a PSA 1 hadn't sold in a while. But a PSA Authentic had sold on eBay in early November last year for $7,000, and an SGC Authentic sold, I think it was at Robert Edward Auctions, in December for like $8,100. And so what I did was I was able to find a couple of instances in the past 5 years where a PSA 1 sold within a couple of months of a PSA Authentic. And I determined that the PSA 1s would sell for just a hair under twice the amount of an Authentic. So I said, in today's market, I value this at around 14 to 16,000, probably on the lower end because it is an ugly one. So I said probably about 14,000. So he and I came to an agreement. It was below 14,000, but it saved me on some fees and stuff. But considerably below, between 12 and 13 is what I pay, is what he got it for. But that was a nice little payday for me. I am going to go to FedEx. I'm going to ship this off fully insured overnight to him in a couple of hours when they open up. But I wanted to show you the card. It did come back. Now I don't have a sentimental attachment to this card because I didn't know that I had it still. I hadn't seen it in probably 10 years. I do have a 1948 Leaf that's coming back from PSA right now. I already know the grade on it. I was very excited about that. I'll tell you now, I was very excited about the grade that it got, even though it's a low grade card. But it should be here sometime this week, and I will show you that in a future video. But this is going to go off to him. And since we're moving, some of those funds will go into moving expenses, closing costs, whatever. There are some pickups that I got before the snowstorm. I haven't had mail for the past week. I know I have some decent stuff that should have been here last week, but wasn't able to because of the snowstorm. But here are a few things. I got a Soto, picking up Sotos when I can, when they're cheap. I didn't get them for these two cards, the debut and that, but I got it for that, and I don't remember what I paid for any of these right now off the top of my head. I do know I paid $40 for these three cards. It's a lot of 3 Stadium Club Tatis rookies. I didn't really have any Joe Adell stuff. I had a couple of paper Bowman 2017s, but no chrome. And he had a horrible debut last year, 2020, but 2020 has sort of been written off for most people, so I'm going to give him a chance and decided I'd pick up a couple of his cards on the cheap while they are still cheap, just in case. So I got a couple of base chrome and a refractor. I I don't know what I paid for these. I think 60 or 70. So this is a 2012 Prism Tom Brady. It's the first year Prism. I got this during the Super Bowl. I was watching it, and I really thought that the Chiefs would probably win that. But Tom Brady, I mean, love him, hate him, whatever you think about him, you can't deny that he's in that greatest of all time debate. So I do think he probably is the greatest quarterback. 7 victories, 7 Super Bowl victories. But I got this. It had a best option on it. But I thought, if I send that, somebody's going to just hit buy it now before the Super Bowl ends. So I said, I'll go ahead and buy it. It was cheap enough. I don't know that it would get a PSA 10. I think it probably would get a BGS 9.5. I don't think it would get a 10. It has one little corner. I don't remember which one it is. It's on the back. But it's a good-looking card. Really good-looking card. I paid $125 or $130 for it because it's a clean card. There were a couple that were a little cheaper, but they were off-centered. This is my favorite pickup of the week. It's actually a trade with my wife. She wanted, she has a little PC, and I think she's going to make an appearance on here in the next week or two. We're either going to talk about her little PC. Most of it is a single player PC, but she has a couple of other cards. Or she might open some retail product with me. But she got this card when she bought another card off eBay for her PC, and I don't know why the guy threw it in. It was kind of a random thing. But I liked it. I'm not a huge fan of the set, but I like the player a lot. But it was this Topps Triple Threads Mookie Betts jersey bat out of 18. And we were looking through some of her cards. She had this, and I told her I liked it. I put it in the mag case in the sleeve, and she really liked a 2018 Topps Chrome Miguel Andujar pink refractor. She likes the pink refractors. She's trying to, I think, collect some of the 2020 update pink wave refractors. But I said, well, I'll trade it to you for that Mookie Betts. I think the Andujar is probably about a $25 card. This is $20 probably. So she said, yeah, I want that Andujar pink refractor PSA 10. So I traded my wife that to get this. Like Mookie Betts, his stuff is starting to get up there, but I still think he's undervalued because he is one of the top 3 or 4 players in baseball. He is, and he has been for a couple of years. He's kind of shown that he's worthy to stay up there. So very excited to get that. But those are my little stack of pickups for the week. I'm going to send this off in just a bit. So I hope he enjoys that. He seemed very excited about it. And we were going to do he offered a cash trade because I said, I'd do 10,000 plus a trade for the rest, and he shot me his eBay page, and he had some high-end stuff. And I was trying to get a 1955 Topps Clemente rookie PSA 3, but he was already working a deal with someone else for that. So he said, well, I'll have to see what they do, what they decide first. I said, that's fine. He said, or I could just pay this amount. I said, well, we can just pay that amount. That's fine. If I want to get a Clemente, I can just get a Clemente. But it's a nice card. The Clemente was nice too. Would have liked to have had it, but I might pick up one in the next couple of months. I don't know. I haven't had one in a little while. It'd be nice to get one back in the collection. So there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you have a great day. Till next time. Bye.